A coach killer. Caitlin Clark draws Michael Jordan comparison amid Stephanie White exit speculation. Caitlin Clark has already told the timeline that she and Stephanie White are now goods, that there's no beef between them anymore. It all began this Saturday when Clark and White got into it during a timeout in the middle of Indiana's game against Portland, which, as everybody knows, ended with the Fever getting mortified in front of millions. And for Clark, all those agendas, is she and White done? All fake. That her haters are pushing this just to aim barbs at the entire Fever roster. And in the end, Clark's beef with White is just them being competitive. That CC is ride or die with White. And frankly enough, White also kept the same exact energy. But of course, not everyone was convinced. Even Jason Whitlock, one of Caitlin Clark's biggest fans. In his Tuesday podcast, Whitlock claims Clark isn't the problem here, but rather White. The HC should be sent out of Indiana, given the team's standing right now. And in the end, Jason also compared Clark's situation to an NBA legend. Michael Jordan was a coach killer. I got no problem with it. Stephanie White just took them to the WNBA semifinals. She could still get fired, Whitlock said. Whitlock's out there doubting White's plans for Indiana, and he isn't entirely wrong with it. Right now, the Fever's 4-4 in the standings, and their past games were just their opponents settling scores. The proof? That game against Portland, because back on May 20, the Fever wrecked them too, 90-73. Then, Saturday happened. The moment White benched Caitlin Clark early in the game, the Fire took the spoils and wrecked the Fever from then on. May 3rd, 2024, Arlington, Texas, United States. Caitlin Clark, number 22 of Indiana Fever, is seen practicing before the WNBA preseason match between the Dallas Wings and the Indiana Fever. Final score, Dallas Wings 79-76, Indiana Fever. Credit image, Amount E-Pics via Zuma Press Wire. If anything, Caitlin Clark's team is on life support. Their early season run didn't end well, and it just got worse, especially after Saturday's incident. And they also have a huge opponent waiting for them. They face Atlanta on Thursday. Whitlock slammed Fever HC for subbing Caitlin Clark, calls it wrong timing. The timeline's convinced that Stephanie White's decision to sideline Caitlin Clark ruined their Saturday run, and Whitlock, he's vibing with this. In fact, he claimed White sabotaged Clark by her antics. In his X/Twitter post, Whitlock kept mental notes. He knew that Indiana was actually doing well in the game's first minutes, that Clark was going to end it early by destroying Portland. Until White subbed her out, of course. Whitlock wrote, "No superstar player has ever been subbed out after 210 seconds of excellent playmaking. White disrupted her rhythm and left her on an island defensively." Everyone knew what happened after that. When Caitlin Clark went back to the court, the tables had turned. Portland has gained the high ground, and Clark, she left the court with just 6 points, one of her worst games yet. And Whitlock, he believes it's all White's fault. He'll surely keep an eye on Thursday.